Hi YouTube, how are you guys doing? I'm back again for another video. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and click the notification bell for upcoming videos. So for today's video, I went to the Morphe store and got my conspiracy palette. It's the ShaneDawson and JeffreeStar collaboration palette. So today's news, apparently the palette was like sold out online, but I happened to go to the Morphe store and they had their last stocks or last box available, so I was able to get one. So when I went to the Morphe store around 6:30 p.m., there was no line, so I was pretty lucky in getting it. I just want to say sorry for this voiceover video because it's really loud here at home right now. A lot of people are watching TV, so I had to like sit down here and mute all the sound and do a voiceover just to do a decent review and swatching video for you guys. So the palette retails for $52 plus tax, and it comes in a beautiful, sleek black packaging. So this is the biggest collaboration with JeffreeStar and ShaneDawson. So I'm not gonna do too much talking. I'm just gonna go straight to the core of this video and do my swatching and review to my eyelids, just to showcase you guys how pigmented the formula is and the shades of this palette. So first shade that I'm gonna be swatching is the Illuminati. This like the dark emerald green shade of this palette. It's really pretty. It's like a dark metallic or shimmery shade of this palette, and that's gonna be the first shade that I'm gonna be swatching on my inner corner. So I'm already impressed with this shade. It looks creamy and buttery, and it blends easily. And the next shade that I'm gonna be swatching is Sleep Paralysis, and I'm gonna be putting it beside the Illuminati. Sleep Paralysis is another beautiful shade from this palette. I really love it. It looks shimmery, metallic, and it really shows well on the camera. Next shade that I'm going to be swatching is Spiraling, and I'm going to be putting it in my lower lids. So far, I've tried 3 shades so far, and they're really good. I mean, like first impression, last impression. So the first 3 shades that I've tried or swatched so far are really heavily pigmented and blendable. Next shade that I'm going to be swatching is Conspiracy, and I'm going to be putting it beside Spiraling and my lower lid too as well. So pretty much all the shimmer shades from this palette are beautiful. Like, I really love it. And moving on to the next shade, I'm gonna be swatching Trisha. It's like a hot metallic pink or hot shimmery pink shade, and I'm gonna be putting it on my lids in the middle. But for this one, I'm gonna be using my finger because I tried using it with a brush, and I got small eyelids, I'm hooded lids, so in order for me to make the color pop or the eyeshadow pop in front of the camera, I have to use my fingers. Next shade that I'm gonna be swatching is called Pigment. So I already moving on to the mattes of this palette, and I'm gonna be doing that on my other eye. So Pigment is like a light pink shade with a big stamp in the middle. It's really pretty. Next shade that I'm gonna be swatching is called Flaming Hot. It's like a bright red shade of this palette, and I'm gonna be swatching it beside Pigment. Now moving on to the next shade, I'm gonna be swatching Not a Fact. It's actually one of my favorite colors in this palette. So I'm gonna be putting it in my lids using my fingers to make the color pop in front of the camera. It's like a dark burgundy shade. Now the cutest shade of this palette, I was kind of hesitant in dipping my brush to this shade because of the pig stamp. It's called Cheese Dust. So this like a cheese color or orange shade of this palette. And I'm going to be putting it in my lower lids. Now moving on to the next shade, I'm going to be using What's the Tea. So this like a light peppermint green color or shade. And I'm going to be swatching it in my lower lids near the inner corner of my eye. Now, next shade that I'm gonna be working on right now is the food videos. This is actually a beautiful yellow shade from this palette. So I actually had a hard time working with this color because I never worked with yellow pigments before, but I was able to figure it out by patting it in my inner corner. So instead of like smearing it or blending it, I think patting it or patting it with the brush is a better way or a better technique to make the color pop. So the final shade that I'm going to be swatching from this palette is Diet Cola. So this is like the brightest silvery shade from this palette. This is actually one of my favorite colors from this palette too as well. So here are all the beautiful shades that I've swatched so far on my eyelids. I really love it. I love this palette. This is going to be one of my favorite palettes now in my collection or my makeup kit. And I want to say congratulations to ShaneDawson and JeffreeStar for this beautiful and successful collaboration. And I just want to say thank you for watching, guys, and have a good night. Bye.